on our own ideas. We didn't have any idea with what the step we have to take until we Rights and Remedies. Right now, I'm sure I'm fully equipped with which step to follow if you want to address those situations. Ekutheni futhi ngikwazi ukusiza umphakathi enginawo ikakhulukazi lo esinawo kumcejo, just ukuthi ngiba-address ukuthi what was the wrong of us, which step we should have taken, following which codes ukuze lento yethu ibe right.
My name is Madlittlebadger. I am from KZN. I am working with the organization called All Rights Attorneys for Climate and Environmental Justice. We are helping the organization called Mcejo into fighting the open cast coal mine that is at Somkele. In the villages, when this open cast coal mine come in, we faced a lot of problems. The problem of water. We have Imfolozi River, Black Imfolozi and White Imfolozi. But ever since the mine started to operate, we started to the river started to get dry because they are pumping the water from the river. And on top of that, we're having a problem with pollution, water pollution, and air pollution. And that is a huge problem because every little dot of water that we collect from the rain, it gets dust. And it no matter how much we clean them, jig to whatever it is, that is more poisonous, but it is just the housing are cracking because they are blasting these people. So the more they shake the earth, the more our houses break. When I'm done, or with the knowledge that I have received from the R&R, I have to implement it back to the community. What stood up for me in a way that makes my heart beat so hard if I think about it. In my communities, the Constitution, people does not know. They do not understand this beautiful Constitution that we have. And especially when I look, we have a beautiful Constitution in South Africa that is protecting everyone. But there's only one element that they lack to protect, the environmental side. And in that, when this mine comes into our area, we as community, we thought, oh yes, job opportunities, we're going to benefit on 1, 2, and 3. But at the end of the day, we are not. Instead, we are benefiting by getting disease, die because of all the things that they are bringing to us.
I'm from province called Limpopo, and I'm from the village called Mudimeri. I'm working with the organization called Butiyashu, and Butiyashu is not working alone here in my village. I'm also working with other organizations like Makua, like MatchCon. These are the organizations that I'm working with. So under my organization, Butiyashu, I'm the chairperson of that foundation or organization. So yeah, I'm the activist. So I'm one of those who say no to to something which will harm our beautiful environment. Here in Mudimeri, we are still fortunate because 2008, way back then, but Makado whole of Africa. This mine were supposed to start around 2008, but fortunate enough, our community stand together and fight against that mine. Until today, that mine is not yet open due to our unity as a community. We fight against that mine, so they are still trying to open it, but until today, they are failing to open that mine because we stand together as a community and we fight against them, and we are still fighting against them. And also, if you can check, there is this project which we call it SEZ. It's not far away from us. We are still fighting with that implementation of that project. That's what we are doing. But now, if you can check the issue on environment on my site, my environment is still clean. It's not yet harmed. For me to understand, to attend this course, it built my confidence. It taught me a lot more about to know my rights, you know. So for me to attend this course, it will give me more power to fight going forward on this issue of people who will harm our environment. So for the skill that I receive from you guys, I will use this skill to empower our community, to strengthen the knowledge, and to take my knowledge to teach my community on how to protect our environment, on how to fight against people who will pollute our environment.
My name is Nkele Pritindaba. I'm from Limpopo, in a village called Tamahansi. I'm under organization called Tamahansi Development Committee. Okay, we are dealing with the environment actually. Like, we are looking at the mines where the environment is affected. So we are trying to help human or our environment to be safe, because we know that where there's a mine, there can be many things that can harm our environment or people. So we are trying to protect our environment because we do have mines here. Our challenges that we have actually is when this mine start in our community, they don't involve the community. They just come and they only talk with our traditional leaders here. Then the next thing, we see the mine operating without engaging the environment. That's the challenge that we have, because at the end of the day, we're facing challenges like water pollution because of the mine, because they just come and plant a mine without consulting the community or involving the community. I'm ready to take action. Now I'm brave enough to just intervene in my community in terms of helping them, because I was afraid as a woman. I thought maybe I won't be taken serious, but now I got knowledge in CER now, so I know what to do even going forward. Sometimes we face challenge because we think that we won't lead in our community, or we won't lead or won't take a lead because we are women. So it is stated that women are not bold. So that's the challenge that we have, because we were told that women are not bold. So the women cannot lead the community or cannot lead in the world because of we are fearful. Sometimes we don't have that courage to stand. Yeah, so that's the challenge as women that we have, is to have a meeting as a community and we discuss these kind of things together with our traditional healers, because I think that's where the problems start. They don't engage us, they don't involve the community, they just do as they wish or as they like. So I think the best way is to talk to them or talk to the community in order to call a meeting so that we can talk about these things, because we know that community at the end of the day will be affected if we don't stand up and take action. We know that we'll be affected. So the best way is to engage the mind and our traditional leaders, so that we can be on the same level. And we are talking about our safety, and our environment must be healthy.
Igama lami nguNtombisile Malevu, ngibuya eNyukhasela ngaphansi kwe-organization ebizwa ngokuthi Isisonke Environmental Justice Network. Isisonke sifundisa abantu ngamalungelo wabo kumamayini. Okwamanje amanzi, iproblem yethu asinawo amanzi. I-government isithethela amanzi ngesikhathi sabo, and noma baletha amanzi amancane, and okunye amamayini asingcolithela imfula yethu, asisakwazi ukuyokha amanzi emfuleni because imfula ingcolile.
My name is Paredo Apologize Borogo. I'm from Musina in Limpopo. I am a director one of the directors in our organization. It's called Paperback Environmental and Development, NPC. It's a non-profit organization. In this organization, we are focusing mainly on fighting for the environmental justice. We are fighting the issues of firstly is the one MMSEZ, and also littering and all those other stuffs. Our aim and mission is to create a new age group of radical information, sustainable developers, and training the youth, because mainly we are the youth in this organization, training them, teaching them about the environment, the consequences of the things that we do as people, which are affecting the environment badly, and also the issue of climate change and just transition. That's the main things that we are focusing on right now. This issue of deforestation, when they want to do new projects or building houses and building projects, maybe school, or I'm not saying that we don't want schools but then they should also try and maybe save some trees, so that, because we can't live without trees. There is a lot of things that we learn through this section here with the SER. Like me, I did not even know that there are things like NEMAs, IPS, or all those things. Mostly, I did not even know that they exist. So right now, I think I am capable of dealing with the project that the MMSEZ project I'll be able to teach the communities, tell them about if they have the water problem, the air pollution problem. I can be able to assist to this is how we should tackle these issues in a rightful manner. And even if they are going to say we are going to strike, I'll be able to tell them, if you are going to strike, this is how you should do it.
I'm an environmental activist, and I'm also a human rights defender. So together with local comrades, in 2019, we formed an organization called Sukumani Environmental Justice, where we assist communities with mining companies to fight against all environmental and social injustices. We are currently working on issues around Ikwezi mine, which is a mine which is mining around our area here. That's what we are. There's a man here called Ikwezi Mine. So it is just on our doorstep here. So it started operating in 2019. So there are many issues, negative issues here on my communities. If I could name a few of them. Since the mine started in 2019, now people inhale coal dust from their dams. Cattle has been robbed of their grazing land. People's houses has been cracking since from their blasting, and which is what is mostly amazing is that there are still graves, people's graves trapped inside the mine's premises. That's what's affecting our community at this moment. Since 2019, we've been fighting with this company, but we didn't have that much knowledge on how to challenge them using our rights and remedies, specifically under laws. So by being part of this Rights and Remedies Course this year, 2021, I believe I will now be able to use these skills I've learned on how to challenge these industries and government departments, knowing our rights, knowing my rights, using the correct platforms, conducting reports correctly. And I will also assist my organization in correct ways on writing letters, conducting those reports using law. I will also conduct workshops where I will share a lot of what I've learned so far. I believe this course, like we said, this course, the R&R course has given me enough skills to boost our struggles here on the ground. So it will be helpful not for myself, but for the entire community as well.
Igama lami uThembisile wakambethe from eMalahleni with bank endaweni ebizwa ukuthi Impumelelweni. Yes, Impumelelweni indawo entsha eqala ukudevelopa. So mina ngisebenza ne-organization ebizwa ukuthi iVukani Environmental Justice Movement in Action eyaziwa ngokuthi i-VEM on the ground. Ama-skills nolwazi engithola kwe-R&R kimi ne-organization yami kuzosebenza as iweapon esoyisebenzisa ku-environment, ngoba i-R&R into esifundise yona ukuthi if sihlangabezana nama-challenges kwe-environment, or if sifila ukuthi i-environment yethu iya-violator, yini kufanele siyenze and imaphi ama-action kufanele siwathathe and yiziphi iminyaka kufanele sinokhe kiyo ngokomthetho.
Igama lami ndingixoliswa Xulubana, ndingwaselalini ekuthiwa yiNgqemeya location eQoboqobo e-Eastern Cape. Ndiphansi kombutho intingandaba kandoda organization elwela amalungelo abantu apha ekuhlaleni. Izikills ezi ndizifumanayo apha eCenter for Environment ndicinga uba zizasincedisa kakhulu, nanjengobana siyazi apho kufuneka sinkqonkqoze khona ukuze sifumane uncedo olululo ekubeni sikwazi ukuphucula indlela esihlala kuzo. Ii-challenges esihlangana nazo thina singamanina kukuba thina asithathelwa ntweni ekubeni izimvo zethu azivakali. Yiyo le nto kubalulekile into yobana ngaba sibambane singomama, sifome zethu ilantuke ii-platforms whereby sizawukwazi ukushera izinto esihlangabezana nazo, sibambene, simanyane.